Damn it. Hi, everybody. How we doing? I hope you all are having yourselves a good morning, day, night, evening, whatever time zone y'all are in. Hope it is a good one, whatever it may be. This morning for me, pretty alright. Minus the fact that I was running so much I feared that I might have already dropped the bad bomb in my own pants, but I mean, that's a different story. But anywho, seriously though, I hope y'all are having a good one, no matter what it may be, whatever it is that you are doing. Today, I had decided that why not we just sit back, relax, enjoy the day, and do a bit of art. What type of art, you may ask? Well, after everything that had happened with Legend of Zelda last week, I thought, you know what? I need to make something in honor of that game. Because to be fair, I had not made anything related to Legend of Zelda personally, at least art-wise. And I think I should definitely do something of the sort. I am still riding out this morning a little bit. I'm still heavily tired. And even though I woke up pretty naturally this morning, I still wish to go to bed. But, hey, what can you do? Well, now, we're not here to focus on sleep, even though I wish I could. We're here to focus up on some art. So, speaking of art, if you haven't been paying attention up here, I happen to have a Redbubble and a coffee. And the Redbubble, I have stickers over there. So if you want to help support your boy in any sort of way, he has made some little bits of stickers in it with his own art style. So if you want to get a sticker and support your boy, feel free to do so. I feel tired, like I said. And I also, as I said, have a coffee. So if you want to commission me for any sort of thing, feel free to head over there and do so. However, I have the prices listed pretty cheaply, $5 to $20 for specific formats of what you want the art to be. And I also do Twitch emotes, so if that is something that interests you, feel free to head over there and contact me on Blue Sky if you wish to do so. Oh, hello, Conker. But yeah, those are only optional and they're not necessary. So yeah, I believe with that said and done. I believe with that said and done, let us actually now get into the art. Hey, look at that. Forgive me, I am in a format of not having a functional brain. Apparently. I tried to think of something to say, but my brain just... The cogs happen to be lubed up, but somebody decided to lube it with slime. Why, I don't know, but I mean, hey, we're here now, aren't we? Now, the one thing I should actually get my Twitch for this specifically, because what we're doing in particular, shut up! What we're doing in particular is that I want to grab a photo that I had taken midstream on my Switch and use that as a format of reference. So give me like 1 second while I get everything set up here. Gotta find that photo. Give me a second. Give me 1 minute. I also immediately forgot the fact that I fucking was wearing like that Ferrari suit as well in the middle of battle, bro. Alright, is there a way to like send it? I can send this to my smartphone. You can send this to my phone real quick. So give me 1 minute while I find my phone. Where's my phone? Oh, you're there, phone. Hold on. Ah! Alright, perfect. No, camera. Come on. There we go, come on. Hey man, I was thinking of picking up Nintendo ARMS for Switch and was wondering if that's something you play. I have played it, and I'm not gonna lie, not for me. Not for me, I'm not gonna lie with you. I do see the joy out of it, but I'm not gonna lie with you, it is not something that I will be picking up, if I'll be honest. I tried the demo, enjoyed it, but didn't like it. I was just curious. Hold on 1 second, let me sit down real quick. Hold on. Didn't really like it much, just because of the fact that I was like, I guess it just felt like it was a little too hard to control. At least for me it was. And I tried like all the available characters in that demo and I was just like... like, yikes. Come on, phone, try again. Don't go, scan the QR code, don't look at the text. That's fair, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do see the appeal and I do see the fun out of it. But turn off the mic, Captain Tom. Are we for right now, come on, Nintendo? Wait, hold on, do I even have like what Wi-Fi on right now on my phone? Hold on, let me check. I do, so I don't see what the problem here is. I'm not gonna deal with it right now. Let's just have like the image up on the side, because why the fuck not? Good thing I fucking have a kickstand on my goddamn Switch. Put this up on the monitor for now. Or next to the monitor, alright. Yep, that'll work. Alright. So, get a point of reference. Yeah, actually. I feel like I know what we could do. We can go for something that looks like the image that I have up, or you can go for something that is similar to it. What I'm thinking is because of the dragon. Hold on, let me. This could be the body of the Ganon dragon. Right down here could be the body of the light dragon. And let me find some more images involving that. Okay. Demon dragon. Diamond. Still, bro, I still find it crazy with the way that Ganon ate that shit, bro. Like, he fucking ate it like his life depended on it. He shoved that shit down his mouth with his fist. That was crazy. Bro acted like that was the last bit of food on the planet. Okay, and I'm thinking like for how the light dragon, for where the light dragon is, we have a Link just standing up on here with sword in hand, ready to fight this big bitch. That sound good to you? Because it do sound good to me. Realizing it, I kind of do need a bit of a decent look of the light dragon too. Yeah, from the way that it looks, I think I could possibly work with that. Will it be good? Probably not, but I mean, hey, we'll at least try our asses off a little bit here. Right? I think to help me out here, I'm just gonna canvas, boom, boom, Summit 3, and then boom. Okay. Maybe it might be a little too... Yeah, hold on 1 second. I do find this part a little funny just because of the fact of like how the dragon looks, like how the light dragon looks. It's a bit funny just because of the fact of like the light dragon looks like the usual lizard, like the usual like iguana, where it's just like the eyes just like look like they're not even bothering to look forward at all. It's so funny, at least to me, I think it is. Okay, now how am I gonna go about, like... How am I gonna go about... the eyelashes here, even if you can call them that. Alright. I think it might have one way we can go about it. And it's like this. Is this gonna look 100%? No, definitely not, but at least look close enough. And that's all that matters to me. What? Wait, I just realized that it's not even... Alright, what the fuck? OBS, are we kidding? Are you kidding me? I just realized that I never even fucking... Oh my god. It is too early in the morning and I don't want to be dealing with it. Okay, give me 1 second. I was too focused on the art that I just decided to not. Okay, there we go. Hold on. Okay. Boom. All right. Got it working now. This is the idea of what I wanted. All right. God damn it. Bro, it's almost 9:30 in the fucking morning. Cut me some slack here, okay? Like it's 9:30. It's like almost 9:30 in the fucking morning. I still wish to be in bed. Leave me the fuck alone for a bit here, okay? Alright, okay, yeah, looking back on the image for a quick second, I just realized that this actually does kind of work a little bit, but I do need to work out how I'm going to be able to go about drawing Link, and I specifically need the furry armor. I'm just going to look up furry armor and see if that comes up. Oh my fuck, no way. Ah! That's hilarious, dude. That's hilarious. I look it up and it's one of the first things that comes up. Along with one that is like a wolf thing. What the fuck is that? Is that like a mod? Is that like one of the mods that you told me about before, Conquer? Yeah, Wolf Link. Ah, okay, I see. Yeah, I was like, damn, is this really where we're going with this now? But it's just his Twilight Princess form. Oh yeah, no, I get it. I get it. I do now. Besides, I had to go ahead and do research involved with that shit anyhow for an RPC wanted. So it's not like I don't know. I wonder if people will even like get the fact of this armor, but I mean, hey, well at least try to convey in the best way that I can. Will it be 100% perfect? Most likely not, but tease whatever. Neckbeard laugh. Just a little. Okay, yeah, well, something like this. Then we go here. Okay, looking at one thing with this shit is that I think I might be able to be a little easy with myself on this. Actually, wait, no. Which I got work to, but don't want to. Yeah, I feel that, man. I feel that. All right. Throat hurting. Water needed. Switch will help. Yeah, you know what? I'll get you the switch right next to me. Or I'm thinking about it. I could do a little bit of a cheatsy doodle. Quite literally when I say that. Actually, wait, no. Yeah, you know what? No, I know what I could do. I need like another. I need one of these. I need this guy right here. Get moved up a little bit. I need to experiment with like an actual format of drawing that shit. What kind of actual format of drawing it? It's like this and shield up. And then I think this is how the Master Sword goes. At least similarly, kind of goes like this. Whew. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, my insides kind of do be feeling that type of way, so I think I might need to use the bathroom real quick. So I'm gonna set us to a BRB for a minute. So yeah, give me 1 minute, I'll be right back. I really wish there was a make him piss redeem. Thinking about it, I might just do that. Thinking about it, I might just do that. Thinking about it, I may actually just do that. I might look around in sound alerts and see if it might be out there somewhere. I'm sure somebody out there has made it. You know what? Actually, let me look right now real fast. In the meantime, let me actually get everything back into where it was, because I took my iPad with me. I needed to look at a few things. Okay, we're good. Let me look at sound alerts real fast, see if there might be something. Alright. There is I'm making piss one. Okay, yeah. I'll add that after stream, and then we'll have ourselves a I'm making piss sound alert. Hell yeah, man. Real quick, chugs gallon of water. So do you, it's it. Time to get back to this then. Okay, you know, actually, I got a good angle of what he kind of looks like from behind. Alright, perfect. Unless, actually, wait, hold on. I know what I could do. Hold on, I know what I could do. I know what I might be able to do. I think I have an idea of what I could do. Give me one measly fucking minute here, yeah? I need to see. There we go. Okay. Yes. Hold on, I want to see if I can actually find it somewhere here. What if I add this then? There's nothing on Sketchfab. If somebody comes across this, please change that. I need me a working, usable piece and of the model of that fursuit from Legend of Zelda, specifically the Ancient Heroes Aspect Armor. I need that. I have to have it. Getting it off of fucking... I see it right here. Getting it off of DeviantArt will not be something that can just suffice, because I don't know how to use Blender or even Unity. But I will say, actually, this kind of does look like a nice little piece of reference to actually use. So hold on a minute. Hold up a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Okay. You know, out of the many armors that I would have expected to be wearing while I was fighting Ganon, that one was not one that I expected, but I'm glad that I used. I know if I got like a special combination of armor pieces, I probably would have had like something better and stronger, but fuck it, I got what I got and I'm happy with what I had. Also, I'm kind of happy. Yes. Also, I'm kind of glad that I actually like grabbed a bunch of fucking. Past me was smart enough to actually get like a bunch of fucking fairies before getting into the battle with the Ganon. Because those fairies came in clutch, bro. Like, they came in clutch. I was deeply afraid that I was not going to be able to make it out of that fight. That I was going to be stuck in a loop of, oh great, now I gotta fight, die, fight, die, fight, die. I've already had my fair share of Souls-like, so I was used to it at that point. But I would have liked it to not happen, especially in a Zelda game. Oh, hiccups, why? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. I realized I was working on unlocking all shrines and locating all caves before I stopped playing. Now I'm losing my mind going back to the shrines and actually doing them before proceeding to locate more. Hey, look, if you want, man, I can like send you like some screenshots later of like all the locations, because I unlocked all of them myself. Well, that's like one of the goals that I had before like defeating the Ganon, and just being like, maybe it might unlock something. I hate to tell you, but if you unlock all the shrines, you'll get something good. But if you unlock all the light roots, you get a fucking glowing seed, and that's it. Just to mark the fact that you like found all the light roots and shit. So if you want to like unlock all the light roots, go to town. But that's like one thing I will just say is kind of very it's just a bit just ever so slightly Alright, Master Sword. I need a look at that Master Sword. Oh yes, a perfect zoom in of the hilt. That's great. Hey Zelda, I got a glowing seed. What do you think? What are you, Peter Parker? You got a radioactive jizz right now? His roost looks a little too far in. What if I try this? With a sign that says sit here. Just tattooed right on your crotch. Just not directly on the dick, just like right above it, just like behind all the baby hairs. That'd be hilarious. Dude, my stomach kind of hurting a bit right now, I'm not gonna lie. I think it might have been because of the apple. I literally only had like an apple for breakfast and that was it. Yeah, I'm not gonna go too hyper detailed with the sword just because there's already so much detail on it that I feel like I'm gonna be here week after week after week trying to even work on that, so that's gonna be a no. You know, hopefully pull a lot of steps and let future me not deal with so much whenever it comes to like needing to detail this bitch. Alright, real quick, gonna get rid of that. Now, is this going to be 100% perfect? Fuck no, it is not. But I believe it'll at least be good enough to where it is identifiable as the Master Sword. And real quick, on a completely separate note, there's one thing I kind of do want to talk about for a bit of a second here, and that is the Xbox presentation that had happened just yesterday. Because I was reminded while I was on the toilet, sometimes while I'm taking care of one thing or another, I like to also kind of like see some stuff news-wise on the side. And one thing I was reminded with was the Xbox presentation. And the one thing I remember from that was the one new tag fighter that we are getting now, and that is the Invincible tag fighter, which, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little surprised with. Not because of the fact that it was just like something I didn't expect, but it was just like, out of the many franchises I would have expected to get a fighting game, Invincible, I don't know, was not really one of the things I kind of expected. And it's not to say that I don't want to play that, because I honestly do, but I don't know how I feel about it. I haven't even watched the show. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty decent. The show's pretty decent. Is it grandiose? No, it's Xbox. So like if I'll be honest, well, yeah, the presentation was good. It still felt like the other presentations that we have seen. But the character doesn't make me want. The character doesn't make me want to. What do you mean? Character doesn't make you want to what? What character? What's we talking about? Some cool news that Rivals devs said that they are thinking of adding the game to Switch 2. Oh, that is actually sick. You mean, yeah, I was gonna say, you mean Omni-Man? What about Omni-Man makes you not want to like look into it more? I gotta be your curiosity, you know? Me personally, I have not really seen the show much at all, except that I know for the fact that he was like a hero turned villain, I guess. Well, I mean, he was a villain from the start. That's what I can understand, but I don't know, just the way his lines are. Well, I mean, to be a bit frank about it, he is basically supposed to be like an alien that's like trying to get Earth on his side, so that way they could like have them be a part of the Viltrum Empire and shit, you know. I know he's a villain, but it feels too try hard how he comes off. Even with the fact that he like doesn't even need to try at all. Kind of feels a little off with that. Like his voicing. Well, I mean, the voice actor who plays him, I forget his name all the time. Not his power. Okay, yeah. It's just like his voice actor. I guess he's trying to like do his best in the sense of like. I keep forgetting his name. I don't know why I keep forgetting his name, but I feel like he, at the very least, does a decent job. To me, he doesn't really come off too try-hardy. Isn't it the Spider-Man news guy? Yeah, from the Tobey Maguire movies. Yes, it is. Again, I keep forgetting his name. But yeah, I will say I do like the actor a lot. He has done a lot of good things outside of like Spider-Man and Omni-Man and all that stuff, you know. Oliver Grayson? Okay, yeah. That's his name. Yeah, I will say Oliver definitely does like a really decent job at everything that he does. I don't know. I don't know, man. He did great as a news guy for Spider-Man. But I don't vibe with Omni-Man. I mean, I don't know. I kind of feel like I kind of feel like the opposite with that. Like, I mean, not to say that like J. Jonah Jameson is like a bad character and the way he portrays him is bad at all is in any sort of way. I think he plays the character great. As for Omni-Man, I think he does a very good job. From like the clips that I have seen, the things that I have heard, and from what I have read up on, I feel like he kind of like does the character perfectly. At least perfectly enough. And I guess he's supposed to give like, actually, you know what, thinking about it more, the Viltrumites, which is the species that Omni-Man is, they technically are just basically a race of like, not necessarily Superman like characters, but they are very strong and they consider themselves the stand upon like the higher up of like species and shit, because they're basically a species of super Spartans. That's basically the best way to put it. So yeah, a lot of them may definitely have a bit of an ego. Which I guess would kind of make sense in a sort of way. So yeah, he's kind of like a character that's built to have an ego. Whether people would like it or not, you know? Another super series I haven't bothered watching is The Boys. I'm not gonna lie, I would actually personally like to see The Boys. Just because, like, I have not really talked about it much, but I am somebody that enjoys a show, no matter what it is, that has, like, very over-the-top blood and gore. Mainly because I get that love from, like, Mortal Kombat. And I know I have said that I am not the biggest Mortal Kombat player in some places. But I have to give credit where credit is due. Mortal Kombat X, which is just basically Mortal Kombat 10, was the one fighting game that kind of got me back into playing fighters when it came out. And while I will say back then I enjoyed it a lot, nowadays I'm a bit iffy about it. X was nice, yes it was. But I will say, X definitely kind of got me into like not only just Mortal Kombat but fighters again in general. Haven't tried MK1 though. I personally don't entirely plan on trying out MK1. And it's not to say that I think it's a bad game or it's going to be a bad game, but it's just because like, well, 10 got me into like wanting to play fighters again. 11 made me not want to bother with Mortal Kombat. And it's not to say that like 11 was a bad game at all, because it's not. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you want to like look into it, definitely do so. I feel like it definitely does have its like purpose of being like a good fighter, but not for me. Not for me. I will say the only character I had fun with was man, what was his name again? He was the one with the spikes in his arms and shit. That cash cow only goes so far before it goes sour. Honestly, no. I mean, I will say this. When it comes to Mortal Kombat and the many different games, the people of NetherRealm Studios does try to make the games different. I'll always say that. Still surprised COD is still cashing out. I'm not. Like, if I gotta be honest, I'm not. I'm not. Literally, Call of Duty is their cash grab game at this point, and I'm never surprised whenever they like bring on another fucking game of that shit, dude. Though I will say I am kind of a little surprised with this year with Black Ops 7 because it's just like, out of the many things I could have expected, this was kind of not really one of them. Because I was kind of at least expecting like maybe a new sort of project from like Infinity Ward. Because they're the ones that either Infinity Ward, Raven, like anybody but Treyarch for the most part. Just because of like, just because of the fact that it was like, I don't like the many things personally. I would have more preferred we kind of like get something that isn't like from the Black Ops series at least a year after 6. Because I'm not gonna lie, I do really like 6, and it actually changes the format of Call of Duty a lot. It changes it up a lot. The game's not the same as it usually is, so they actually pulled a card of like, we're actually gonna try something pretty different, and they did that, and it works. The comments on the trailer are hilarious. Oh man, okay, I need to look that up in a second then, hold on. I need to look them up. Like, are we talking for like the COD trailer? Because if we're talking the COD trailer, then you know I gotta check that out. Yeah, alright. Where are you looking? Like Xbox, PlayStation, the Call of Duty channel itself? Like what? What are we looking? Where are we looking? People meaning about how fast it came out. I think Xbox. All right, hold on 1 second then. Okay, Xbox. Where are you? Xbox. Goddamn, I'm sounding with this Xbox. If you get where that's from, you're a goat. You're a goat and of yourself. I'm letting you know that right now. Okay, Call of Duty trailer. Call of Duty. There it is. All right. Shut up, Xbox. All right. Anyway. Alright, I'm gonna read from like the top to bottom. Here we go. Can't believe we got this as the one more thing. The franchise we can be 100% sure release every year. Yeah, I'll be honest, that was definitely like, I don't know why they had to be like, hey, one more thing before we end this off type of deal. The COD team devs, the COD team deserve. I think he meant to type deserves because he typed out a word that's just DESEVES. I think he meant to type deserves, but anyway. The COD team deserves a break. We literally just got COD 6 not even a year ago. Black Ops 7? I haven't even touched 6 yet. At one hand, this trailer looks sick as fuck. On the other hand, we do not need another direct COD sequel. Imagine if somebody told you in 2013 that we will get 7th iteration of Black Ops before GTA 6. I saw the robot and thought it was a Titanfall Spectre. My delusions have reached new levels. Words cannot describe how quickly my interest fell when Last Stand showed up. I've never been scammed like this before. Seriously, Call of Duty as the one more thing. I thought this was something original, then all of a sudden you have to reveal yet another COD game. Baited with Titanfall 3 with Black Ops 7. With the futuristic part, I thought this was Advanced Warfare 2. Oh no. That would have been awful. That would have been awful. I thought COD was going to stop releasing games every year. With the glass shattering, I thought it was Quantum Break 2, but not gonna lie, this being Black Ops 7 caught me off guard. Yeah. All right, I think we went through enough of the comments. It's kind of obvious that a lot of the people were just like, "What? Really?" It is what it is. Might as well just work with what we got, you know? Yeah, seriously, like the one last it literally was like the one last thing before for like that shit, bro. It was just like, Xbox, you know, you could have definitely done better. Like, you could have showed off, you could have ended it with like showing off Silk Song, if anything. Like, that probably would have been the better idea. That would have been the much better idea, bro. Even I still need to like work on like finishing Hollow Knight, which, by the way, we're playing that tonight for anybody wondering. So if you are interested in that, be ready, boy. Some were saying pre-order COD 7, and upon release COD 9 will be announced. I mean, I'll always say this. For what I'm kind of expecting Black Ops 7 to be, I hope it's kind of like either like a BO2 direct sequel or a remake. That's what I'm personally kind of hoping, you know? And even then, I really fucking hope that with this, that they'll eventually at least just like, they'll at least keep a lot of the same shit that they had made for BO6, but still reiterate on it and make it something new, you know? Because let's be honest, when it comes to a lot of CODs, the format has pretty much died out. I skipped 6, but maybe I should go for 7. I don't know, man. Well, I guess it will depend. For me, I will say, I didn't immediately get like Black Ops 6, at least from what I can remember. I still waited, wanted to see what people thought about it, and was just like, okay, well, I guess it actually is a new game. I'll go ahead and get it as a Christmas gift. I'm just tired of VC dropping. Okay, yeah, you know, yeah, that is fair. Sucks when you can't even unblock VC to play a game. I mean, I'll always say, with Black Ops 6, I can't remember if any other CODs might have done it before already, but with Black Ops 6, they actually did add a mute voice chat feature. I'm pretty sure they might have changed that with a couple of other games, but I'm not 100% sure myself. But I do know that that is like the thing, because I mean, like, I've been personally playing it on like PlayStation, because like, fuck putting that shit on my PC. But I do know that on PS5 they did add a mute voice chat feature, so there is that. Yeah, but that sucks when it just stays permanently blocked because it's so bad. Yeah. And you would think that a lot of people would abide by that code of conduct shit, but I mean, hey, companies will think people will just abide. They think people will abide. But no, people will still find a way to go ahead and just go against what game companies want. And it'll be like how it is. It'll be how it is, and people will always just go ahead and start spouting words that nobody should be saying. But I will say, out of all like the COD games that have like voice chats and have like trash talkers, Black Ops is funny enough the one Call of Duty that don't have trash talkers. Like cool, we got prox chat, but sucks when you can't be bothered because dude on other end just dropping N-bomb after N-bomb. Yeah. It's also just a mix of kids that hear that and think they can be funny. You're not funny. You're looking like an asshole. Even if that's the intent, why the fuck are you here? Not helping kids today how they grow up. Yeah. I mean, I will say, me personally, and luckily I did not have, actually realizing it, I think Black Ops is the only Call of Duty that actually allows you to mute voice chats, but I do remember playing Black Ops 1 back in the day with fucking my cousin, because he had it for his Xbox and he brought it over. I was just like, yo, you gotta check this out, and then I ended up playing it and I ended up having a lot of fun with it. I was like, can we get it for the place? I was like to my parents, can we get it for the PlayStation? And they were like, yeah, sure. And I'm not gonna lie, I do like Black Ops 1 and it's one of my favorite COD games. Well, just in general, the Black Ops series of games is definitely more better than any of the other ones, like if I gotta be a little frank. And at least with these games, they actually truly to be different. I can understand an FU and then a GG and laugh, but people are ridiculous how bad they are. BO was my jam. BO1, yeah. BO1 was a good fucking game, bro. It was a good fucking game. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if you do want a good, in terms of like when it comes to Black Ops and the zombie side of things, because let's be honest, Black Ops and World at War and Black Ops were the pinnacle for like zombies back in the day. But if you want like a good experience that has like a bunch of the classics, a really good old classic feel, Black Ops 3 for zombies is the way to go. It is definitely the way to go. And I'm surprised that they actually still have the servers up for that game to this day. Like, I'm not gonna lie with you. But I mean, hey, if the servers are still going, then I mean, might as well keep them up, right? Then they were just recycling Nuketown, and I'm like, yeah, fuck this. I mean, yeah, I kind of do see it, but it's also just because I guess a lot of people really do prefer Nuketown, if anything, just because of like nostalgia purposes, and also it's a small map. It is a small map, and it's probably the only smallest, one of the few smallest maps that they have for the Black Ops games. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm one of the suckers that kind of does like Nuketown, but that's besides the point. I will say when it comes to, like, I loved Nuketown, but it's overshadowed too much. But make something different. Yeah, I kind of do agree with that. I mean, if you are gonna like recycle Nuketown, at least build a completely different type of Nuketown and have it laid out completely differently, you know? Make a small paintball shooter bump or something. Yeah, I mean, technically they did that, but the map was too big that a lot of people never really played it. If that's one thing I realized with a lot of COD players, they do not love large maps. And as somebody that had like bought a DLC for Black Ops 3 where they had the biggest map that they could ever put in for a Call of Duty, I can agree that it is not a great idea. They're just grinding guns at you. Hence why zombies for less Call of Duty was so popular. Yep. It also was kind of a bit funny that for both Black Ops 2 and I think 4 as well, they literally just recycled They literally recycled Nuketown to be a zombies map, but from what I could tell, the VO2 and 4 Nuketown zombie maps are completely different from each other. So that's at least something. Anyway, you were saying, speaking of what? World at War is still my favorite zombies. All the others can't be bothered to. I mean, hey, you got your people always have their favorites. I'll always say that. Their favorite one in particular is always kind of nice. But for me, I will say, because I have nostalgia more for BO1, I kind of do prefer BO1 out of anything. Like, I'm not gonna lie, you cannot beat I forget which one. Oh yeah, it was Kino der Toten. You can never beat Kino der Toten. That is a good map. That is a really good map. Kino is cool, yeah. I will say I have played on Nacht as well, specifically with BO3. And I'm not gonna lie, I see the appeal. I see the appeal with that one. But is it really something to write home about? That's my question. That's my question with Nacht der Toten. Is it really something to write home about? Which, by the way, if you need a reminder, that is literally the first zombies map. Once they started adding actors and such like Ozzy, I immediately fell off. Huh? Are you talking about like oh, that's just something. Okay. Are you talking about like the 4 characters that they have for the zombies games? Oh, bosses. Oh, yeah. You know, I can agree with you there. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I kind of get the idea of just like wanting to make zombies a little more like interesting and intriguing. But what I can tell people really want from zombies is not bosses or kind of like over the top quote unquote Easter eggs. And I say quote unquote with that because let's be honest, they're just endings for maps. They're not really Easter eggs, in my opinion. And this is probably going to sound controversial for some people, but I don't fucking care. In my opinion, Easter eggs are hidden things in maps that you can find that are a reference to either another game or just like something involved with the story of said game that are just like not too apparent, you know, or are just like a part of the story but are not at all canon, you know what I mean? It's like I guess it would be like, say, watching Dragon Ball Super and seeing in the background specifically a reference to Dragon Ball GT, even though it has nothing to do with the story, you know what I mean? Like, it's literally a background item that you saw from GT that is not gonna play a part in the story of Super, you know? That's what an Easter egg is to me. Just like something that is just a reference, not a direct thing that is involved with said story. Just a reference that contributes nothing to the actual format of the plot. You know what I mean? Because like from what I remember, Easter egg started with a game that literally put an Easter egg in a random corner of the game, and it was just like, yeah, you know, that works. I remember how hard getting Easter eggs were too. Some are thrown at you. Yeah. I mean, okay, I'm gonna tell you one of the best Easter eggs that I personally do know about. One of the best Easter eggs that I personally do know about is with Doom Eternal. Yeah, Doom Eternal. and it was the one where they actually paid a tribute to Markiplier's dad with a book that was titled How to Perfectly Groom Your Mustache or something like that, and it was a book published by Mark's dad. That is a bomb-ass Easter egg, and you can say anything you want about the game. That Easter egg in particular, perfection. Perfection. Whether the story itself was like a 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10, it could be even like a 1 out of 10. That one Easter egg is just nice. That is the one Easter egg involved with that game that I personally do know about, which I love. And I'm glad that the developers like did that for Mark too, because I remember like watching the video where he like found that, and he was just like, I'm glad that they did this because Doom was like one of the few games that I played a lot with my dad or something like that, which I like. I hated Eternal's main story, but the DLC was good. I mean, people always have their gripes with main stories with certain games, I will say. Man, I really need to think about it, but I need to like remember like games that I have played with like a story that I kind of like either don't really like or kind of just don't bother with. It's just the main weapons don't really matter, but the DLC but in DLC it did. I mean, I guess that's fair. Me personally, I guess I would have to play it myself to just kind of like really grasp an opinion, because I still need to like find the time to play Eternal, which I think I might have access to it on PlayStation with PS Plus, at least right now. So I think I might be able to try looking into that a little bit. I'll play like if I do, I'll play like a little bit of the story. And if I'm like, okay, yeah, I need to stream this, then I'll just go ahead and start streaming it. Yeah, I need to zoom in on these shoulder pads real quick. Okay, I can't do that. Okay, that's just nice. Great, I tried to zoom in and DeviantArt's just like, oh, you're zooming in? Let's make this image a little smaller for you. I need a close-up, bitch! Alright, anyway. Open up an open image in new tab. We'll work with that. Yeah, the shoulder things are just gonna. Looks like $10 on sale at the moment. Is that the case on Steam? Let me see on Steam real quick. Doom Eternal itself is still $40 right now. At least on Steam, but I will check that one website on PS5. Okay, I'll check that in a minute then. If not, I don't mind getting it for PC, but I feel like if I wanted to stream it, it would probably be better to just get it on PlayStation. Only just because of the fact of like, it shows on the website I sent you. Oh, it does. Okay, hold on 1 minute then. It's just that as of late, I found a bit more better $10 on the PS4. Okay. Because as of late, where the fuck is it? It was just I find it kind of a little unnecessary to get games for like PS5, only just because of the idea that if I wanted to stream it without any problems, like no internet issues whatsoever and shit like that, that would definitely mainly be like the way I would have to go about it. Thinking about it, I don't need that bookmark anymore. I don't know that game. I don't know what that game is, but yes, please. Health Slave free on Steam. That is an interesting title for a game. I'll only say that right now. But am I being stupid? Is this the website? Actually, no. That's. Is it Steam DB? Is that what it was again, or is it a completely different site? And am I being stupid? GG deals. Okay, yeah, I forgot. Okay, yeah, I still do have a bookmark. Okay. Man, I think I might actually need to use the bathroom again because holy, my insides are just. Alright, Doom Eternal. Alright. Yeah, on the Epic Games Store, it is on sale right now. What about for PS5? Oh yeah, it's on sale for $10 as well. It's a historical low too. The deluxe edition is $20. That ain't bad. I'm not gonna lie, that ain't bad. I'm definitely looking to getting it later. Alright, I like how we kind of just went on a bit of a tangent, even though I kind of need to still work on this. Alright. Knowing myself and knowing how long I'll probably be in the bathroom, I think I'm just gonna go use the bathroom real fast, and then I will come back and then we might go ahead and end the stream there. Yeah, I think we might go ahead and do that. I'm making piss. I'm more like I'm making dirt. That's the best way I could put it. But yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then when I come back, we might go ahead and end the stream there. Only just because I know with my body, it's definitely gonna be a minute. I hate to say it, but yeah, go ahead and do that when I come back. As much as I would like to continue going through the morning, I have a lot of other stuff that I know I'm gonna need to do, so I shall be right back after that, and we will end stream, and then later tonight we will go to streaming some Hollow Knight. So if any of y'all are looking forward to that, I shall definitely see you. So I'll be right back. We'll go ahead and end the stream and end it with a raid. So yeah, give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. I have emptied every part of my body, and I am not going to lie. I feel a lot better. I feel a lot better. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was making mad dirt. Like that, like, I'm not kidding when I said that I knew I was gonna be a minute. That one apple really just fucking decided to fucking slap me, bro. Fiber and apples really just, really hit different than anything else. I'm not gonna lie with you. But I mean, hey, it is what it is. And at least I'm getting fiber within my body, and I'm doing good. The only thing I need to work on a lot more is exercising. I'm still shit at that. Apple hit different, yes, especially with the fact that it was a green apple. And I'm not gonna lie with you, I actually prefer green apples over red apples. Even yellow ones. From what I can remember, red apples, a little too sweet for my liking. Yellow apples, at least the ones that I have had, a bit bitter. Green apples, I love them because they are just a perfect amount of natural sour, you know what I mean? I love it. Love it. Alright. But yeah. Kind of thinking about it, I think when the time comes, I might definitely actually, check out what I can do about Doom Eternal. I might either go for like just the base game or go with the game and the DLC, but I guess we'll see as time flies. But who knows? Because that I definitely do want to do. But I think first, before I end up doing that, I might end up streaming Doom 2016 on stream. Just so that way I can like get an idea of what just so that way I can kind of like get that out of the way, like know the story of that, and then get into the story of Eternal. And whether or not the stories will be good in both games, I'm still here just like, you know what, I just want to experience Doom. That's what I want to do. I just want to experience Doom and listen to that banger of a fucking soundtrack, because god fucking damn, Mick Gordon did not have to go fucking ham on those games, bro. Like, I'm not kidding. There was a point because of how much I actually liked Mick's music for those games. I heard that he did like the soundtrack for Killer Instinct that they made, the Killer Instinct that they made for Xbox. And boy, I'm not gonna lie, I did try getting into Killer Instinct because of the soundtrack that it had. But boy, it was a little hard. Especially with the way of how confusing it felt to me. I was just like, what am I doing? What do I do? What am I doing? How do I do this? This is not to say that Killer Instinct is bad. I'm pretty sure, like, if anybody knows how to play that game, it would be, like, really good. But at the same time, it's just like, I know not of how this game works, and I definitely know for a fact I got a lot to learn. But that will have to most likely be saved for a different time. in my lifetime. But hey, we'll see. Maybe I might get into playing Killer Instinct at one point, but I definitely need to look into it a lot more. I think actually, thinking about it, one of the OG Killer Instincts is actually on Switch Online, so that might be something to look into later. Alright, anywho, let me go ahead and put a raid message in the chat. The one thing I kind of also would like to play, just because I saw in the Xbox conference, is that one Clockwork game, Clockwork Revolution. That game looks like it will be fun, dude. That game looks like it will be fun. And also just because me personally, if it hasn't been obvious, I am a lover of all different punk styles. And I wanted something, I kind of wanted something that was definitely kind of like, well, I do think Cyberpunk looks cool. Killer Instinct is currently free on Microsoft Store. Yeah, that's the thing with it. Killer Instinct is free. I do know that. It is free. But the DLC is not, and a majority of the characters you gotta play are not. So, that's kind of the problem with it. It's the fact that it's either you play the game with one character, or given in by the rest. But I will say, I kind of do find it amusing with the fact that they actually recently were like, you know what? It's been a while since we properly updated Killer Instinct. Why don't we just go ahead and like actually just say fuck it and get back into updating it? And I find it amazing that they did that. And they had Maximilian dude, who actually, funny enough, worked on the trailers for that game, announce that fact, which I kind of find pretty fucking amazing. Alright, I put the raid message into the chat, and I already know who we're raiding, and we're going to be raiding it to a man by the name of Space Pirate. Which, by the way, yeah, going back to that real fast, that is a true fact that Maximilian dude did actually make the trailers for Killer Instinct, which I'm not going to lie, is pretty badass. Kind of makes me a little jealous, but at the same time, I myself am not an editor for videos. But if I did have the skills and the patience for that shit, I'd be all up in the grill of that shit, bro. I'd be going up to those up to that footage and being like, making sweet love into turning that shit into a trailer, bro. You turn that shit into a trailer, fucking instantly. Alright, but nonetheless, that is a conversation for a different time. For now, we shall be raiding out to, as I said, Space Pirate K. So, let's get to shooting it on over them. As for that art piece, again, I definitely do want to kind of like work on it a lot more. Especially after kind of like making the realization of, you know what, I really should make something for Zelda. I realized I never did something like that for Breath of the Wild, so you know what, let's do it for Tears of the Kingdom. Well, why not? Why not? I feel like I kind of owe myself to do it a little bit after kind of realizing how good that game is. Goddamn, that is a great fucking game. And I'm thinking one thing I might do later down the line is kind of like try to mimic the art style that they have for it, for like promotional shit and just like other stuff like that. But I'm not the greatest artist, so my attempt may not be the best, but hey, we'll see. But who knows? Until next time when we do work on that, and until next time when we start hanging out again, thank you everybody for chilling out this morning. I really do deeply appreciate it. For those that stopped by, that you say hi and or just hang out for a bit, I appreciate y'all as well. It means a lot you take some time to see this dumbass who smiles on your screen for no reason whatsoever, at least when it comes to times when it's not the morning. But yeah, thank you again. Y'all take care. Y'all have a good one. I'm Star, signing out for now, and I shall talk to all y'alls later. See you tonight for Hollow Knight. Peace!